Okay, so welcome to my first video on my cooking channel. Thanksgiving coming up, I want to get better. Okay, first of all, I know how to cook, but I want to get better. Like, I feel like I make the same things all the time, and I kind of want to dibble and dabble in a couple of things. And a different thing I'm going to be making today is a seafood boil. Normally, I go pay for stuff like this because I feel like it takes a lot of effort. But I've done my research, and I've seen like maybe 10 to 15 videos, and it doesn't look that bad to me. So let's attempt it. I actually tried to make a seafood boil a couple of years ago, and I definitely failed. We're not gonna talk about that. Today's a new day, so let's make it. Just about every video that I've seen, they start with boiling water. I mean, that's what the seafood boil is, right? Put it in the water. I'm just kidding. Okay, so I have my water and I'm about to get it boiling. While the water is boiling, I'm gonna go ahead and chop up my vegetables, which isn't gonna really be much. I'm just gonna halve these to make them even. First of all, I'm gonna wash them. First of all, yeah, let's wash our vegetables. Like sometimes potatoes turn brown or whatever when you leave them out for too long, so I'm gonna have to be quick. All right, let me go rinse these off real quick. I just couldn't just not wash or rinse these off. So let's halve them. My knife is not sharp. Well, I was talking about some earlier. This knife is not sharp at all. Now I feel like this is too many. Okay. I'm gonna chop up the onion next. Honestly, I feel like this prep doesn't take long at all. It's just the thought process for me. When I see them empty that bag onto my plate at the seafood boil restaurant, I'm like, oof, that looks like a lot. But it's really not a lot. I'm only gonna do one onion. I'm gonna need two. Yeah, we're just gonna do half and half. I'm not keeping the outer thingy on, the peel. I know y'all do it. Well, I'm gonna say y'all. I've seen most people do that, but I'm not doing it. Okay, what am I prepping next? And I forgot about the corn. Yeah, the vegetables are potatoes, corn, onions, and garlic. I'm gonna rinse these off and break them in half. Let's see if I have Hulk strength. Oh no. It's still hair on here. I didn't wash these off good enough. Yeah. Hold on. Then I'm break these in straight in half. So let's see if I have the strength of the Hulk. Oh, not even that bad. But I broke it uneven. Break it again, if I can. Nope. Let's try that again from right here. Why can't I break these evenly? Maybe it's why I'm holding it. Let's get it. It's still not even. I'm just gonna face the fact that it's not gonna be even. So I'm gonna just cut. No, I can't. Let's just put that over here. Okay, I think that's all I need for right now. That's what I got. That's what I got. Water starts boiling, I'm gonna drop this Zatarain's crab oil packet in. I've seen a lot of people use this. First of all, I'm indecisive. I saw like 3 different crab oils, and I chose this because I've seen a lot of people using this, and they said this is like real taste. I can't even talk. Oh my God. It's strong. That just caught me off guard. But yeah, I've seen a lot of people using this, and I guess it has a lot of good flavor in it, so we're gonna go ahead and use that. It ain't never just go up my nose like that. Set these vegetables to the side, and I'm going to go ahead and bring in the lobster tails and put them on ice because I do want to go ahead and cut those and get that out the way. I don't think I'm going to peel my shrimp. I mean, normally when I go out to eat and get seafood boil, I'm peeling my own shrimp anyway. I feel like I'm just going to be wasting time doing that. I just don't feel like it. This is definitely a lazy girl seafood boil. Actually, before I do that, I'm going to chop up my sausage. I'm going to cook the sausage on the side. I don't think I really like boiled sausage, if that makes sense. I don't know, it kind of gives me like a soft, mushy type of thing. I don't know. I don't like it though, so I'm just gonna sear it on the side in the skillet. I want to sear the sausage on the side and set it to the side. So let's cut that up. I'm gonna be using Texas Heritage beef smoked sausage. Honestly, I like this sausage, but I can tell you right now that there is the best sausage I've ever had back in Louisiana. It's called Down Home Sausage, based out of Natchitoches. Y'all, that sausage is so good. And they ship. So if you really are into like getting the right kind of sausage for your recipes, I would definitely recommend Down Home. This is not sponsored or anything. I'm just a big bag that likes certain things. And their sausage, when I tell you I was so mad when I moved to Texas and they ain't have them here in the stores, like I am really willing to drive a couple hours back there just to get like a whole bunch and bring it back and freeze it. But let's cut up the sausage and get it to the side so we can sear it. Sausage is done. I really hate that I can't listen to music while I'm cooking and recording video, because the way I would be up in here jamming, when I tell y'all nobody's touching my playlist when it comes to R&B, you might got me with modern hip hop, but the throwback stuff, y'all not touching my playlist. Sorry. Y'all let me forget to cut up my lemons. I'm just kidding, it's not y'all's fault, it's mine. But yeah, I'm gonna cut 2 lemons, probably in halves. And I'm gonna set them to the side because that water is still trying to boil. I want to set them lemons to the side. I'm gonna rinse this little cutting board off, and then I'm going to cut the lobsters in half. I mean, I really don't have to cut them in half, but I feel like maybe we're tricking ourselves by cutting them in half, thinking that half is one piece or one tail. I'm gonna put them on ice, and then from that, I'm gonna make the rest of the video like a voiceover, because if I keep talking, I feel like this is gonna be a long video. And I don't know about you, but sometimes, I hate to admit it, my attention span is not that great, and I think it's because of TikTok. So I know if I'm not gonna watch a super long video, you probably not either. So let's stop the talking, cut the lobster tails, and get the rest of the video done. Okay, so now it's lobster time. I got my ice ready, and I'm about to get ready to cut them on up or split them into 2. I really feel like you really don't even need a lot of lobster tails. I mean, who wants to pay for them anyway? They are pretty expensive. I get mine from HEB, but you probably can get them cheaper down at the fish market. There is no seafood market close to us, so HEB was my next best decision, and I love HEB, so yeah. Yeah, that's me saying the fish or the lobster stinks. I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I'll be looking at seafood with the legs and stuff. I be getting kind of grossed out. I don't know what it is. Oh, no, I'm extra scared to touch it. It be creeping me out. But like I said before, my knife is not that sharp, so I definitely had to use some scissors to cut the tail first and then go ahead and cut it on down. I know I need to get some new knives or get it sharpened. I'm playing. I need help. So now that I got them all cut up, I'm going to go ahead and put them on ice. I mean, you probably should put them on ice if you don't think you're going to put them in the water right away, because it's probably going to go bad. But that's just me. That's just me. So I'm just going to slide the bowl over and go ahead and put it on ice like I just said. And let's go ahead and clean our cutting board because we don't do cross-contamination over here. Now I'm going to go ahead and add my packet into the water. Nobody told me how long water takes to boil when it's in these little pots. Well, I guess the big pot. Then I'm just going to add my lemon along with it. Add some Old Bay, which I miscalculated how much Old Bay you need to add. I started choking when I added that little third of it. And honestly, that wasn't even enough. I tend to over-season when I cook, so I was a little scared it was going to come out salty. But here's me just starting to make my sauce, which I definitely think I had this heat on high because the way the butter popped back on me, oh my goodness, it was so hot. Ooh. Definitely doesn't take a lot of heat to melt down some butter, and I learned my lesson. So now I'm just adding some Cajun seasoning. I think I added some Cajun seasoning, garlic powder, paprika, and very last, I think I added minced garlic because you know, if you add garlic in too soon, it's gonna burn and give this nasty aftertaste. Then I went ahead and added some lemon, which I feel like I added way too much lemon. Now, here's the part where my heart rate started to skip a beat because now we're going into the main show, which is boiling the seafood. And if you know, you have to boil things at certain temps and certain time frames if you don't want it to be overcooked, you don't want it to be undercooked. And I have literally only boiled seafood, maybe this is my second time doing it. So, yeah, I was nervous. But I had 2 clusters of crab. I think I had the 2 lobster tails that I split into 4. I had shrimp, of course. I had already added the potatoes. I forgot to record that part. Did I? Let me go back and see. Anyway, I added the lobster. And then very last, I added the shrimp because shrimp does not take a while to cook. If you know, you know. If you overcook it, it's like real rubbery, just not good at all. And we don't want that. Yeah, so I got a little worried because my water is not as dark as everybody else's. But you know what? I was scared to like overly season it because I was getting choked up when I poured the Old Bay in first. So hopefully it still tastes good. Well, we finna see. But I'm typically not overhanded. I'm typically heavy-handed, so I was a little scared. It's about done boiling, so I'm finna, not steam it. I can't talk because I'm tired. It's about done, so I'm finna strain it off camera because it's gonna be difficult because I don't have no strainer. Or I forgot what that thing is called. But I'm gonna try to do that as best as I can so I can get it in this pan and get ready to eat because your girl is about to pass out. So this is straight out of the pot. Very much looking unseasoned, but I guess that's what it looks like when you take it out of the water. So I just went ahead and grabbed my sauce and poured it all over the, most of the vegetables. I grabbed my sauce and put it over the seafood boil. And then I let it cool down just a little bit, not too much. And then we got to eating. And actually, it didn't taste that bad. I didn't record us eating because we were looking crazy trying to hurry up and eat the food because we was hungry. But it actually wasn't too bad. This is just me putting parsley on it. I will say for next time, though, I think that I'm going to let the water boil longer so the flavor can actually, I guess, set itself in the water because I feel like I didn't let the water boil long enough with the seasoning in there. And then my other mistake, them potatoes. Like, no. But overall, I think it was good for only being my second time doing it and the first time being an absolute fail. I wouldn't call this an absolute fail, but I definitely can't wait to get better at this because it's way cheaper at home, you know?